All right, good Wednesday morning to everybody here on YouTube. This is the Iceman, and this video is pertaining to the WWE World Heavyweight Champion Daniel Bryan and his recent neck injury. He is undergoing surgery. What will the WWE do as far as the title goes? There's a number of things they could do. This is a perfect scenario for the corporate really to again take advantage of the situation with Daniel Bryan because they've blatantly shown that they don't want Daniel Bryan as their WWE World Heavyweight Champion. So they can instill a few things here. They could actually strip him of the belt because he's not going to be able to defend it. Um, so, like I said, this is a big opening for Stephanie McMahon and the corporate to really put the screws once again to Daniel Bryan. As we all know, since he beat John Cena at SummerSlam last year, was stripped of that belt that night when Randy Orton cashed in the Money in the Bank and Triple H pedigreed him, and Orton getting the pin, and then thereafter winning the belt, and then getting stripped of it because of a fast count by referee Armstrong. It just was an ongoing saga for Daniel Bryan fighting up against the corporate, and he finally, got what he wanted. He got a match. He entered WrestleMania in a triple threat match after defeating Triple H earlier in the show and ended up forcing Dave Batista to tap out to win the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Uh, so he's defended his title, and since then we've seen constant beatdowns. Stephanie unleashed the demonic Kane on him, which I in a sense, it's nice to see the old Kane, but it was just so quick after seeing corporate Kane, which was such a big, huge flip flop. But yeah, now so I'm sort of wondering what the WWE is going to do. I mean, they could strip him of the title, but to me, I think they could actually start a tournament if they are going to take the title away from Daniel Bryan, which I don't think they should. But I think this is all going to really depend on how well their shows are going to do with the absence of Daniel Bryan. If the shows are weakening and people aren't watching because Daniel Bryan isn't on TV, I think then they probably will do something. But it's really too soon to make any harsh decisions on this. And you know, for now, I would just leave it as it is, as Daniel Bryan being the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. But again, if things drop as far as ratings and you know and whatnot, uh, it wouldn't surprise me because the WWE having a tournament or even having a battle royal for the last man, standing in that battle royal, becoming the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion, isn't a bad idea. It will draw interest to the belt. It could give somebody the opportunity to hold the title that wouldn't necessarily get the opportunity to go for the title. And then when Daniel Bryan comes back, he would automatically, I would think, get his rematch to, uh, you know, really try to regain the title back. So there's a number of scenarios here, and it all depends on what the WWE wants to do. Like I said, they can continue with this storyline of, really not wanting Bryan as champion and finding any way they can to, strip him of the belt. And it really wouldn't surprise me. But we've seen other wrestlers in the past, being stripped of the title because they weren't able to defend it. But we've also seen other title holders in the past that weren't stripped when they were out on injuries. So, it's a fine line. The WWE does whatever they want to do anyway. So we'll just have to wait and see. In my opinion, if Daniel Bryan's out for about a month, leave the title alone. But on a business standpoint, if you want to create a buzz, you want to create controversy, you want to create ratings, then by all means, start a tournament or have a battle royal. And this would definitely create a lot of interest. But again, it's the WWE's decision, and you know, we'll just have to wait and see. I think they're going to announce this Monday on Raw. They're going to announce a statement referring to the WWE World Heavyweight Title belt, and we'll find out from there what's going to happen. So it's unfortunate for this injury, but I will say this about Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan has been used. I mean, really. I mean, I think he's been overused. He's been overworked. Um, I'm not surprised that he's gotten an injury. I'm very surprised that he hasn't gotten an injury a lot sooner than what he just recently did, because he is overworked. It reminds me when CM Punk was there. Punk was in a lot of devastating matches, a lot of brutal matches. The guy was just beat up, um, bad knees, bad ribs, and he couldn't get any time off from the WWE until finally he said enough is enough. Um, so yeah, you know, you go with what's going good, but sometimes you need to protect what is going good. Um, you need to protect that interest, uh, that, you know, when you're being cheered as much as Daniel Bryan is by the WWE fans, you need to protect that interest. They've done it for John Cena. Um, he's probably the the main guy that's been really protected, but as far as CM Punk went, they didn't really protect him. And now Daniel Bryan, like I said, they've overworked him to the point where, you know, you're getting worn out, worn down. You're not at the top of your game night in and night out because you are so burnt out. And that's where little things can happen, which could really be, become very important to your health, you know, because you're just not on top of your game. You could be a split second off on your timing, and that could result in a major injury and whatnot. So again, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But hopefully Daniel Bryant will, have this neck surgery done and recover soon and recover quick enough to the point where, he can be involved in a match, whether it be a short one, and maybe it can be just choreographed just right. So, to protect that injury and the surgery, and and be able to keep and hold on to the WWE World Heavyweight Title. So, I'm hoping that's what happens. But like I said, it would create a lot of buzz and a lot of interest if they did decide to strip him of the belt and instill a tournament or a battle royal for the belt or whatnot. I mean, you know, it's all about ratings. It's all about money. It's the cash flow. So we'll just have to wait and see. So this is the Iceman on this one Wednesday. Peace out, everybody, and have yourself a great day.